Hello, and a hopeful, engaged welcome to you, the one who is ready to turn silence into speech. Find your quiet corner, relax your jaw, and think about this for a moment. Have you ever felt like there's an invisible wall, a barrier you cannot see between the English words you hear and the English words you can actually speak? You understand the meaning, but when you try to respond, the words come out slow, hesitant, or just plain wrong. That feeling of stuttering ambition is universal. Today, we are tearing down that wall with a single powerful technique: shadowing. This session is pure English conversation practice, specifically shadowing English speaking practice for beginners, designed to help you speak fluently by teaching your mouth the music of the language. I promise you a journey of intense physical practice that will unlock your true voice. As the story unfolds, focus intensely on the bolded phrases. They represent the rhythmic sounds and natural flow you need to master. Remember this simple truth: fluency is not found in books, it is found in consistent, active repetition. Now, to begin our rhythmic practice together, tell me, where in the world are you listening from, and what time is it on your clock? Share your country and time in the comments below. Transition. In the next few minutes, you will receive more than a simple narrative. You will gain essential, foundational vocabulary and sentence structures crucial for daily English. You will sharpen your listening skills while simultaneously training your speaking muscles through shadowing. Most powerfully, you will receive a life lesson about the courage required to mimic others in order to discover your own authentic voice. Storytelling begins. Our story takes us to the vibrant, chaotic market streets of Casablanca, Morocco. Our protagonist is a young artisan named Fuad. Fuad crafted beautiful leather goods, but his dream was to sell his creations directly to the international tourists who visited the city. His problem was clear: his English conversation practice was non-existent, and the tourists spoke too quickly. Fuad was extremely shy, nervous or timid in the company of others about speaking. When a customer asked a simple question like, "How much does this wallet cost?" Phrase 1, a common question about price, Fuad would panic, only able to stammer out a single rough number. This made him feel insecure, lacking confidence, and he lost many sales. He watched the other market vendors whose English flowed easily and confidently. He noticed they used predictable, simple yet rhythmic phrases. Fuad decided he wouldn't study the language anymore. He would shadow it. He chose a short, clear recording of simple daily conversations between a vendor and a tourist. His goal was not to understand the meaning first, but to copy the sound, the intonation, and the speed exactly. His first attempts at shadowing were awkward and frustrating. He found it difficult to speak and listen at the same time. The words felt like sandpaper in his mouth, but he stuck with it, practicing for 30 minutes every evening after the market closed. He started with the most basic kona, focusing on the simple, smooth flow. "Can I help you with phrase 4? A common offering of assistance, anything today. I am just looking phrase 6. A common phrase used when browsing, thank you. It is made of phrase 8, a phrase describing materials high-quality leather. He realized that shadowing was making the connected speech, the way native speakers link words together, automatic. Phrases like I am became I'm or I'm n, in the quick flow of speech. After only 1 week, the simple practiced phrases started popping up automatically in his head. The invisible wall was starting to crumble. But the real test would come when a new, very challenging customer arrived. A stern-looking woman who demanded not just price, but a full story about the history of the leather and the craft. And Fouad continued his shadowing English-speaking practice for beginners. His confidence grew with every successfully mimicked phrase. He focused on using the rhythmic, simple sentences that made the language clear and easy for his customers to understand. The repetition of the shadowing technique was creating a new automatic speaking pattern. One sunny afternoon, a distinguished, demanding customer named Miss Albright approached his stall. She didn't ask about the price immediately. She asked a question that required descriptive language. Can you describe the process? Phrase 9. Explain the method or procedure of making this bag. I am interested in the authenticity, the quality of being genuine or real. This was far beyond the simple A1 questions Fouad had mastered, but his practice had prepared his mouth to produce clear sentences, giving his mind time to formulate the simple answer. Fouad replied slowly and confidently, using the sentence structure he had absorbed through shadowing. Yes, I can describe the process. The leather is hand-stitched, phrase 10 sewn by hand. It is made of 8 real, high-quality leather. The design is traditional from a long-established custom or style. He noticed he was no longer hesitating, pausing because of uncertainty. The simple structures were ready. He used essential vocabulary related to materials and quality. The color, the shade or hue will remain for a period of time many years. It is a reasonable price. Phrase 14. A fair and sensible cost for the quality. The standard of something. The bag is durable, able to withstand wear and tear, and strong, able to bear great force. Miss Albright was impressed by his clear, unhesitant response. She was more interested in the honesty of his simple English than in complex vocabulary. She asked him about the leather's origin. Where exactly do you obtain from a particular place the leather? Fouad replied with a simple, direct, geographical answer, delivered with perfect confidence. We source 16. The leather from a small local farm. It is important to support phrase 17. Essential to help the community. The conversation flowed easily, focusing on ethics and quality, not just the sale. Fouad realized that shadowing was the secret to speaking fluently because it gave him control over his voice, which in turn gave him control over the conversation. He was no longer a shy vendor. He was a confident artisan. Miss Albright purchased 2 bags and then gave Fouad a surprising proposal. A plan or suggestion. She managed a major international craft fair and needed a reliable, articulate vendor. She wanted Fouad to present his goods and his story to a massive international audience. This opportunity would require him to speak fluently, not just for 5 minutes, but for an entire day. Fouad accepted Miss Albright's proposal 18 with a new surge of confidence, a belief in one's own ability. He knew the upcoming craft fair would be the ultimate test of his shadowing English-speaking practice for beginners. He continued his daily routine, this time focusing on phrases needed for sales, storytelling, and managing crowds. At the International Craft Fair, the environment was overwhelming. People from dozens of countries asked questions constantly, testing his English conversation practice skills without mercy. But Fouad's mouth and mind worked in unison, simultaneous action or performance. When customers spoke quickly, he used a practiced, polite deceleration phrase. Could you please repeat the question? Phrase 19. Asked to say it again more slowly. I want to make sure to verify. I understand correctly to comprehend perfectly. This simple, clear sentence managed the pace perfectly. He was able to confidently describe his product's durability 15, explain why the price was reasonable 14, and tell the story of his craft, all with smooth, unbroken English. He even began to incorporate simple idioms, a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words, like, "This bag is worth its weight in gold." Phrase 20, extremely valuable. Fawad sold out of all his leather goods. He didn't just sell products, he sold his story, the story of a shy artisan who found his voice through dedicated practice. He proved that to speak fluently at the beginner level, you need only master the rhythm and the simplicity of the language. The motivational takeaway is this: your shyness about speaking is a physical habit, not a destiny. The shadowing technique is the tool you need to break that habit. Stop trying to translate every word. Start trying to mimic the music and the rhythm of the simple phrases you hear. Embrace this shadowing English speaking practice for beginners routine. Let the sounds of clear English wash over you, and let your mouth follow. This is how you speak fluently, by teaching your body the rhythm of conversation. If Fawad's journey from silent vendor to confident artisan has inspired you, and you are ready to use shadowing to break down your own invisible wall, please subscribe to the channel right now. Let's commit to rhythm, repetition, and real fluency together.